Welcome back to Chaos Collectibles. So I just got home from job number one, got a few minutes before I take off. I did end up getting those 3D printed heads in the mail today. However, it is kind of what I suspected. So the guy ended up having these things in 4-inch size, 6-inch size, 7-inch size, and 12-inch size. With Migos, they work perfect with Masters of the Universe and Realm of the Underworld. However, they are 8-inch figures. And because of the bulkiness of the 5.5 figures, it kind of like using a Mythic Legion's head on a Remco figure or Zolo World figure looks a little weird because the heads are kind of small. Unless you use one of the larger creatures, which are quite a bit taller than the normal sized human figures. However, enough of my rambling here. So, as you can see, this is the first one. Blackbeard. Very awesome details in this thing. But the face is just way too thin and quite small. And of course, I knew I was going to run into the issue of having to sculpt a neck because these are for like Mythic Legion's figures, okay? No big deal, I can sculpt the neck. Now I do have a beater body here, but if you look, the head is just almost comically small. So I'm not gonna use that one for sure. Don't like how small it is. Next size up he has is 12. I might reach out to him to see if he does the 8-inch heads. The guy's name is Joka Bofi. Jokabofe. So I probably massacred the pronunciation of that, but I mean, this head is fucking cool, right? I was ready to make a kick-ass pirate out of that, but I may reach out to him and ask him, hey, you know, are you able to make these an 8-inch size? My guess is probably not. However, sometimes you just gotta gamble. Sometimes you just gotta gamble with it. But I did get another head, and again, it's smaller, but this head's a little more filled out with hair. So I think this one might work okay. And I just got done priming this bad boy. I ran outside real quick. I primed it with that same primer, okay? But this one's fucking cool. So if I try this head on this body, it looks like it's gonna be a better fit. I think this one might work out okay. Total badass. So I'm gonna turn this dude right here into a pirate. I just primed it with that same primer. Outside, took about 20 minutes for that to dry. But yeah, I mean, if we turn this bad boy around, I think this head's gonna frickin' work. Because the hair is more filled out, although the face is pretty thin and smaller, in the size of that frickin' hat, I think this one's gonna work out pretty good. So this is gonna be my next custom figure right here. This dude is gonna kick ass. Look at the details on that thing. Dude's got some scarring on his face and stuff. Nice texture to the hat. So yeah, I'm really excited about doing this guy here. He's gonna be frickin' awesome. So yeah, I'm glad I got this guy. So I'm probably out about $8 on the other head, because if you buy a head from this dude and you get more than one, combines the shipping. So no more shipping charge, at least if you buy two. And I was gonna buy an ass ton of these things. He had a bunch of cool stuff. I mean, he had the Bashima Kone. So if these worked out good, I don't want to spend a bunch of money and have a bunch of small heads. That's why I just tested the waters with two, because the second head is half off. So it's like 14 bucks a head. Get the second head for $7, 21 bucks, $6 a ship, add in tax. It's like 28 bucks for two heads, which really isn't that bad. So, I mean, I paid almost $30 for one head, but now I know. So I may just reach out to him again and see if he could do him in an 8-inch, right? Because if you don't ask, the answer is always no. But let's take a look at this again. I mean, I have a whole idea that I'm gonna do for this guy. And like I said, I'm gonna have to sculpt that neck, because I'm not gonna throw that on her. I'm not the best customizer in the world, but I do want my figures to look like they're made from the factory. And to have that gap in there would just drive me freaking crazy. even though you can't see it from the front. So I'm gonna use some of that clay stuff that I have, and I'm gonna fill this in, make it real nice, and yeah, I'll show it to you guys once I get that done. So yeah, I just wanted to get on here and kind of show you guys this kick-ass pirate head, because I'm pretty excited about it. Lead time on this bad boy was almost 4 weeks. I ordered that while I was on my vacation. However, the dude does have great communication. Once I ordered it, he sent me this long letter saying, hey, I'm behind on stuff. You know, these things takes a little time to print. And as soon as your order comes up, he gave me a date of the 13th to ship out, which would have been, I think, Saturday. So it worked out really good. So, yeah, there we have it, everybody. Pretty excited about getting those. And yeah, thanks again for tuning in. I hope you all have an awesome day. Until next time. Woo!